All right, today we got a messy one. We're gonna play restore an old wooden steering wheel for an old wooden boat. I got lucky enough last weekend to find one of these things at a swap meet. I'm gonna take it apart, glue it, sand it, and then varnish it with something that'll keep it in good shape. So let's see how that's gonna work. I think it's gonna be messy, so. Get the, not even sure if it's going to fit the wooden boat, but at this point, oh boy, it's falling apart worse than I thought. Oh, okay. All the pieces in the right spot. Oh man. Okay. That was unexpected. Looks like I have pieces of a steering wheel, not a steering wheel. Not too big a puzzle though, I don't think. I hope not. Yep. Looks the part. This is where it's going to get messy. My thought is I got to glue it and then hold it together somehow. So I'm thinking the key is lots of glue. Oof, that is a lot of glue. Figuring out the hold it together part after. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna try like masking tape.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Is that crafting glue?
Yeah, it's just wood glue of some sort. You know I'm gonna have it everywhere. Oh boy. The reason I put so much on and I'm being such a pig is because I think it'll need it to seal up all the corners and stuff. Oh boy. Almost looks like, let's say, it'll hold itself together, but I think we're gonna have to squeeze the glue out of it. Start at this spot. Oh, this is horrible. Okay. This is officially this is officially not a good idea.
It's turning into a kind of reminds me of an Avery Shoaf project.
It is an Avery Shoaf. My God. Oh, now my hands are so covered in glue.
How about some zip ties?
The zip ties, I don't think you're gonna do it. Oh boy.
The tape doesn't seem too happy about the program.
No, tape's not happy. I'm not thrilled with my situation either. Almost getting better, if you can believe that. Okay. So you can feel free to leave a comment on how you would restore the steering wheel in the comments, because Clearly I'm not off to a great start. You know how hard it is to find the edge of the tape right now? It's impossible.
Okay. So is the glue getting sticky yet?
No, that's wood glue, so I think it'll take longer than that to get sticky. So at this point, I'm not super sure it dries. I'm just gonna pick some of that up.
Oh yeah.
This has got a little bit of Avery show.
I'll get it right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what I needed.
Holy cow. Okay, this went from being a how-to to how not to. In case you ever wondered. The funny thing is though, this is how we figure stuff out. If you don't try, you never figure it out. Oh boy. Oh, there's more tape. Shit. Still not working. That's another fail, so it's 2 fails in a row. Now I'm gonna go get some vice grips and clamps. I'll be back. Oh, that's looking good. Look at that, it's oozing there. I think that's a good sign. Oh, that one too. Okay, well, might have taken something that wasn't as good as we thought and turn it into something better. Okay, yeah, oozing everywhere. I'm not sure at this point. Maybe just getting rid of some of it so we got less sanding to do after. Proud of your dad right now? Yep.
So, good time. Looks like
Thanks, Dad, for showing me awesome stuff.
you don't learn this stuff in collision repair school.
No. I think I need more of these clamps.
Yeah.
Apparently that wasn't enough clamps.
Has the glue started to get tacky yet?
No. It's not like what we used to at the body shop. This is just wood glue. Probably have to leave this till morning, I think. Oh yeah, I like it. You see it? It's oozing out there. I think that's good. Get it in all the spots. Okay. All right. Fast forward to tomorrow. So this is how not to do it so far. Okay, ish. Tomorrow.
The next day.
This is the part where I'm regretting having put so much glue on it. I think it was necessary. I think this thing's had long enough to dry. We're down to these small little bits right here. It's gonna take a little more work. So we're down to those little imperfections that we filled with the glue. You can see them kind of like this stuff here, that stuff, a little here, a little there. I'm gonna knock all that down. I'm just using 180. I think that'll be fine. I haven't done a lot of woodwork, but I have a feeling that'll be right. With no tremendous experience doing it before. So 180 it, then go 220 and just have it ready for some sort of clear coat. Some sort of fancy wood floor stuff. Okay?
So what you're saying is you're looking for a wood product sponsor.
Yeah, it'd be good to have one. Then we could say, hey, wood product of this brand. Okay. I don't know if anybody wants to sponsor how to restore a 100-year-old steering wheel. So far, it's gone really good. It feels sturdy, it's fixed. Next thing is going to be to make it pretty. And then Calvin's going to help me. He's probably going to do the polishing of the actual inner hub of it. And then we'll have one last thing to do. Or actually, we'll probably do that before we polish the hub. We'll have to find a way to fit the boat. Because I'm sure the steering shaft is, well, I'm positive the steering shaft's different.
Good thing you know a fabricator.
Good thing we don't scare easy. Yeah, so if you see how finished that looks. Oh, that's not even that finished. I did the first bit with an orbital sander because it was easier. Then this is my third application of glue.
For the people watching on YouTube, is the block portion important, or could you do it with sandpaper in your hand?
I think what I'm doing is trying to get, because it's a bump that sticks out, my thought is I'm using the block to knock the bump off, and then I'll use my hand at the end just to make sure the shape's still nice and round. Does that make sense?
It does. So using an orbital, could you make it kind of flat edged like a stop sign if you're not careful?
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's not easy to add more material with wood. It's not like you can Bondo it.
Exactly. Seems to be working out. It's just a little bit more grunt work than a guy expects, but that's good for the soul. Get out in your garage and do something, for God's sakes.
I'm listening to Jordan Peterson's podcasts all day now, starting from the start of his. And he just keeps saying, you know, existence is suffering. Existence is suffering. Existence is suffering. But it's not as bad if you take it on voluntarily as if you do it kicking and screaming and it comes at you. So, doing the grunt work by hand can be satisfying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking this is a 4 or 5 hour project that I'm going to feel super pumped about. It's going to look great in the boat. Got more spots. What I'm looking for here is any sort of discoloration or imperfections, because I'm just going to clear coat this, so I don't want to have something really ugly and then clear coat over it and make it look even worse. There. I think that looks fantastic. Yep, little spot. Next step's to clean this mess up. And get ready to clear coat the thing. I'm gonna try for a nice clean surface, so I'm gonna go clean this off right away. I think I got a plan on how to hang the steering wheel. See if you think this is clever. Just gonna trace the steering wheel out on this piece of wood. Take these screws. I was up at night trying to figure out how I was going to hold this steering wheel, clear coat it, and not make a mess of it. I think this is the perfect answer. This is just a clear gloss polyurethane fast drying. Nothing fancy. You'll notice I'm doing the bottom of the steering wheel first. I always say to think out your painting project. That's part of it right there. I'm thinking a couple coats on the bottom to really seal it up and protect it. And then maybe 5 or 6 on top to make it look perfect. Also, this gives me a chance, if I've mucked this up and I'm noticing that there's discoloration with the clear coat, I might have to do some more sanding on the top side and I haven't ruined my surface that I want to look nice. I'm sure I'm one of those guys, just like maybe some of you guys, that doesn't read how long you're supposed to shake these things for and just gets after it. Yep, that's me. Now the wood's going to soak this up, so I may be able to recoat quite quickly. And I can see it's thin. So because of how thin it is, I think I'm probably going to do a few coats on the back side here. Seems to soak it right up right away, so I'm going to try it some more. I'm not excited about getting any runs in it because I don't want to sand those out, so I am going to try to be careful. Whew, that's starting to get some color in it. I'm going to let that sit for 5 minutes, if I can help myself. Wow, it's crazy the color change.
A few moments later.
That was about 10 minutes. Well worth it, because it's accepting more paint now. So much for 2 coats. I think I'm on my 5th. We'll let that sit for another 10 minutes. While I'm getting ready to do the top coat, I went and got some piping hot water. I don't know if you've ever done this trick, but if you haven't, you should try it. Take the hottest water you got coming out of the tap, leave the can in it for 10 minutes. I think you really like the way it sprays. So while we're waiting for this to dry and we want to do the top coat super, super nice, we're gonna let that thing heat up. Okay, one thing about putting this in hot water, gotta make sure you dry off the can or you're gonna get water spots in your job. Yep, I can feel it's warm. Not so sure that I'm gonna be happy with this finish though. It looks like it's getting sucked into the wood and just dries matte. And it says gloss. Maybe it'll need more coats. Can you hear that? Ooh, it's blasting out of there. That spray's nice. Back in the hot water. I don't know how many coats that is. That's a lot of coats so far. I'd like to flip it over and make sure I get most of the can sprayed onto the top side here. We'll keep waiting. See you in 10 minutes.
A few moments later.
If you're impatient like me, guess you can get a heat gun out. Your wife's blow dryer would work good. I don't know how many times we've done that with blow dryers. They become shop use only after they've been in the body shop for a while. Definitely smell how strong that rattle can is now that I'm heating it up. Maybe I'll go get a mask. You know what I might do? I'm gonna go get the center. Start working on the center section while the paint's drying. Okay, the patience has run out. I want to do the top side. Gives you a pretty good idea of the color difference, doesn't it? Remember, get it out of the hot water. You don't want any water on your job. That's what you got work clothes for. Don't know if you guys noticed, but I put that one on super light because I'm hoping it'll flash off quicker and then I can start pouring a bit more paint down. These are the things that you learn that you can't predict. You just have to learn them as you go along. The more heavy coats I put on the other one, the tougher it was for it to dry, and it just seemed to keep soaking in. So maybe what I'll do is a couple light coats here, wait 5 minutes between them and see if it'll take a little bit more paint after, or maybe do 4 light coats, 5 minutes between them. The big thing about this versus a car steering wheel is that it's gonna get wet, often. So I really wanna seal the wood up. So again, nice light coat. By the way, the hot water trick works on any aerosol can, as far as I've been able to figure out. Might be a trick for my buddy Kevin Tates next time he's doing motorcycles. It's interesting. I thought I did a great job of sanding this, but I'm still seeing lots of war wounds, which might be the charm of this steering wheel. 100 years old, maybe it's okay to have a couple war wounds. I am trying to get it glossy now, but it just dies back really, really quick. So we'll let it do its thing. Maybe we'll actually wait 20 minutes. The idea is that if I wait longer, that it'll actually fill its space, it'll dry up, isolate the wood from the finish coat, and I can keep making the finish coat glossier and glossier. Because it seems to be a struggle right now. So I'm getting it to look really good every coat, and then it dies back. So if I can get it to look good like that in 3 or 4 more coats, I think I'll be really happy. I'll show you guys some stuff though. You see where I did those repairs? See how it's kind of discolored it here and there? Next time I would do it just a little differently, maybe a little more sanding. I don't think it's gonna hurt the overall look. Looks pretty nice. Okay, a few more coats and that part of the process hopefully will be done. Don't know. I'm gonna go grab what Kevin Tates calls an adult beverage and wait between coats here. So I waited an hour and a half this time, and it looks pretty shiny. But if you get close, you can see that I haven't filled all of the wood grain, and I'd like it to be glossy with all that filled. So I think one more coat, one more nice heavy coat. We'll leave that overnight. There we go. Oh, it's starting to spit, running out. Hopefully we have enough. I think we got it. Sure looks nice. Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to come to tomorrow morning. Something looks that nice. Well, it's all over but the crying. We'll get back at it tomorrow morning.
The next day.
Well, it's the next morning and I've waited it out. I'm gonna show you guys. So it looks shiny from there, right? You get down on it. And you could just see the wood grain, just slightly. I think likely that would be good for anybody else. I've got just enough left in the can. I could probably do 2 more coats. So what I'm gonna do is sand that now with 400 grit and get it nice and flat. What's happened is the clear coat that's on it has isolated kind of the grain of the wood that sucks up all the clear. And that way, I'm just gonna put plastic on plastic. It should turn out perfect. There, you can see it happening right away. As soon as this is all white, I'm ready to clear it. Again. Sometimes it's the unnecessary steps, or not necessarily important steps, that give you some really great results. A little extra work. Okay, so something unexpected happened. You see this white and then kind of see-through stuff and how it's blotchy? That might mean that I mucked it up. one light coat as a traction coat, walk away, and then one shine coat and we're done. We'll run out of paint, so it's probably good. Wait for it to dry. While we're waiting for that thing to dry again, I'm gonna go see if we can get the old steering wheel off. I anticipate it being crappy job, so. It's a sweet tool. Yeah, sweet tool for doing some precision work. It's just garbage. We'll try the one that looks the best out of all of them first. Oh, wow. Unexpected happiness. You know, with boats, everything gets wet. My expectations were kind of low on this. Let's see if this one works.
I should have parked this thing before it rained in.
This one's really round. Wow. Completely unexpected.
There you go.
I thought you guys were gonna hear me curse again. No cursing today.
Might actually make money on that YouTube video.
So the problem was this wheel's so big, it gets in the way of your legs. And it wasn't really pretty. It's just an old plastic piece. Maybe somebody recognizes it from an old car. I don't know. But now I gotta use this 3-bolt pattern as a template for the other piece. There we go. So apparently no perfect plan goes unpunished. This is the steering wheel that was in the boat. This is what I'm looking to use. The bolt circle of these 3 bolts that are really necessary to go on the hub on the boat are different size than this. So you can see when I overlap this, you can almost see the edges of those circles. So what I think I really need is an adapter plate of some sort. So basically one with that bolt pattern to get onto the hub, and then from the hub to this bolt pattern. That's some extra fooling around for sure. It's a very precision operation I'm running here. Do it. This is one of those tools that helps you make circles with a plasma cutter. Let's see how that works out. That is what we need. Good. Yeah, I'll just go sand this thing. Now what I'm hoping to do is transfer this information onto that little plate that I'm going to use. If this was for a car, I definitely wouldn't be using just a small little piece like that, but it's for a boat. It's just steering a little rudder. There's a lot less to that. Yeah. Center pinch. That's looking decent. I'm actually going to clamp everything together when I do the final holes, just in case I'm off a little bit. That stainless will definitely guide the bit through this aluminum. Apparently no good idea goes unpunished around here. Just gonna change the steering wheel over. It's gonna take me 3 days. Perfect. So here what I think I'll do, put the steering wheel in place and drill through. Well, you're just going to use the actual steering wheel holes as a guide for the drill bit. Should work really good. Yeah, still really good. There. See what I'm doing there is just kind of pinning those. Oh, that might not work for me. Is that gonna work? Yeah. This way all three are lined up. Okay, first step, third step, fourth step. We have an adapter plate that now fits the boat. I'm gonna do this way. Offset it, just like that. Remember we were saying one way or another, we're covering holes. Okay. Sorry, that doesn't need to be in your way. Okay, hear me out. Am I crazy in thinking that building an adapter is the wrong thing to do? So this now can fit that hub on the boat. And then I'm gonna run bolts from there to here. Oh no, I can't. So the bolts have to be fastened down, don't they? That's probably not enough to thread anything into, isn't it?
No.
That's not gonna hold the steering wheel. Although the big center bolt can go through here.
Oh, you got a center bolt?
Got a center bolt, yeah.
Okay, the center bolt holds it on. Those are just drives, and that'd be fine.
Okay. So without this being the right size, you can't get it onto the boat. Something has to fasten. It's a weird little hub, and of course we bashed it on. Remember you said, is this our steering wheel ever coming off? And I said, no way. Now this is where we're at. So this would now bolt to there. Big hole in the middle. Transfer those 3 holes to this. Unless you get it done, put a horn button on it, but that wouldn't be good either, I don't think. this guy because he's gonna be like this now. Wonder if we plug those holes up and I re-drill and then countersink these so I can get bolts to sit nice. You know what I mean?
You're flipping it over?
Yeah, it's gonna go like this. Because on the Model T it sits like this. And now I want it like this. I'm not done yet, but you're coming to see the steering wheel? That's pretty good, hey?
Holy.
Okay, so I'll show you what I'm having trouble with.
Wow.
So the size of how the steering wheel gets held on in the boat is two different sizes. So I've made this little adapter plate. It's got these little nutserts or riv nuts, or there's three different ways to call them. So what that'll do is this will bolt into the hub on the boat. This will then bolt to that. Then the steering wheel gets bolted to this. We're just that close to being done. Other than polishing everything, making everything nice. Yeah, just about not done. Moving forward though.
It's amazing how that steering wheel.
Turned out from a $20
Yeah.
swap meet find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gonna compare that to that. Keep puffing. I think we're almost there. Reassembly. Go install it on the boat. There's the comparison. Not bad, hey? I think it looks awesome. Let's go put it on the boat. Finish up this little episode / let's just get out on the water. Did you get any screws for it? Now I'm realizing I should have polished the pieces on the hub too.
Should have polished the screws.
Should have polished the screws. You want to polish the screws before I put them in?
Not really.
Or are we going to call it good enough? We got problems.
Once we start polishing those, you got to take all these ones out so we can polish them.
It's bad, isn't it?
I don't know. It depends. Depends what kind of guy you are. So was the bolt pattern right off the jump?
No, not at all. I made an adapter.
An adapter.
Yeah, there's an adapter in here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You're going to have to watch the episode to figure that one out. These guys already know. All right, so
That's the part.
yeah, so there you go, kids. Probably still got to put something right in the middle here. I'll figure that out. But we took a $20 swap meet steering wheel, redid the wood, built an adapter, polished the hub, and I think it looks almost like $1 million in this boat. That's a big win. Because you used to not be able to sit here, right, Calvin? Because the steering wheel is too low, right? Now you could sit here and drive the boat. Not feel crowded. Fantastic. Okay. Remember, like, share, subscribe. We'll just take you guys along as we fix old junk. Lots of it. Oh my God, I'm in love with the steering wheel. Yeah. Nice day for it.
Oh, it suits the boat so much.
So good.
Aww. We like our new steering wheel. Okay, we're gonna go boating now, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See ya!